Hello, guys. I'm Golden, independent journalist in Latin America, and I'm right here with Alex, the head coach of PRX, that is coming against Vitality with a victory, 2-1 in the last map with the split, meaning the PRX advances into the upper final and qualifies into Champions 2026. So, first of all, Alex, how are you feeling with this victory against Vitality? You know, it was one of the strong opponents of this tournament. So, how are you feeling winning against them?
Yeah, I'm very pleased. Obviously, I think Vitality is very good. And I do think that like they have the talent to be even better. It's just a matter of time. So I think beating them now is a good thing for us. And as well as, I mean, I'm very proud of the boys. I think they did great. They followed almost all the game plans very well. Maybe split was a bit of my fault, but I think in the end they did pretty good.
Yeah, I want to ask from your point of view, how are you feeling that knowing that your team already has qualified into champions? So, the stage two, even though they're going to do the same as always, playing good, the team does don't have that pressure of qualifying into a tournament because they already are qualified.
Yeah, I think we've been very fortunate. Obviously I'm very proud. And very very pleased that we managed to qualify before everyone else. It means that we can relax a little bit in stage two. But as usual, we want to win the thing. I think only 2024 was the first time that we had to like we were under pressure to qualify. We didn't have the. I think maybe we had the most points. So I can't remember very clearly, but I'm glad that it's out of the way. So it gives us time to experiment, time to rest. I know there's a new map coming, and I want to make sure that like we have X much experience on it, put ourselves in a good position for champs.
Yeah, but talking more about the match, we know that the second map, the split, had a lot of problems. You could explain more about were the mistakes that the team did, that if those mistakes were avoided, the team will have make it more rounds in the map.
I mean, I thought about it. At first, I thought it was mainly like they weren't playing well, like we weren't playing well, weren't following game plan. But in hindsight, I think actually, I thought that Vitality studied us pretty good, and they were very prepared for it. And I feel that I should have like anticipated it better, and like and on that end, I put them in a bad position, and our normal game wasn't enough to overcome Vitality, and I should have been on top of it, in my opinion. I don't think they made like a lot of mistakes. Like for sure, like in play style wise, you can't take on Vitality 1v3, like go into a corner and hope that they don't clear you. They're gonna clear everything. They're gonna triple swing you and you're gonna die. So that on that end, I think they could have done better. But for me, I think we needed to come up with some new ideas and we didn't do it.
Thank you. Um, but yeah, I have a question about that split because you used the two tactical poses in the first half.
Yes.
So, I have to ask, why do you think it was necessary to do it, the two tactical poses in the first half of split?
Um, I mean, the first tactical pause was because I felt that we were a little bit nervous. We had, I think, a couple of 3v3s, 3v2 rounds, in a row. I think it was three in a row. So it was like, I think the score was 3-2 before I paused the first time, trying to make sure that they align, and to help them understand they weren't doing anything wrong. And the next pause after that was because, like, I felt that they let the game get away from them. They weren't on top of things, so I was trying to remind them of all the little things they need to watch out for, and also to make sure that they are communicating better, but we didn't manage to do that well. So it kind of ran away from us.
Yeah, thank you. I have two questions before finishing this interview. And my first question is, their next match is going to be against Edward Gaming, the City One of China, and a team that the PRX has encountered many times in across global stages. So, um, I have to mention something that I asked Chicho when I had an interview with him, that he mentioned that Paper Rex, he wanted to face Paper Rex in the next match because from his point of view, Paper Rex is the last wall that the team has to overcome to become champions of this tournament. So, from your point of view, what are your thoughts before facing Edward Gaming?
I mean, I think it's quite funny. We haven't played them. I didn't think we played them 2025, which is a bit of a tragedy because I quite enjoy playing against them. But I think, yeah, in a sense, we've been blocking them for a long time. And the one time they beat us in no, they beat us in Madrid as well. I think they beat us in Madrid and they beat us in champs on the way to the famous victory. Yeah, I think we're gonna do our best to make sure that we beat them. We always enjoy the games with them. I think they have the most talented players in Asia. It's very very exciting every time we play against each other. Everyone's making plays. We are both teams that enjoy taking duels, and you're gonna get a game where like whoever's more on point on the day is gonna have a good time.
Thank you. Before finishing this interview, do you have anything to say to the fans of PRX that are so excited that the team already is in champions, and there's also a chance that the team is able to lift another Masters trophy?
I mean, I'm very very honored to play in front. I mean, to have my team play in front of you guys. I think the support is insane, and we really appreciate it. Every we hear all your voices. We see the comments online sometimes, and if you have fan mail, PayPrex also like when we need it the most, they'll come and they'll show it to us. When we feel down. So we see everything, and we really appreciate it. And thank you very much for always being behind our backs. Every country we go to, just are so loud, and yeah, like I said, it's been an honor. Hope to continue.
Thank you, Alex. And I before finishing, I know that I already said that before finishing this interview, but I really have another like silly question. That
Yeah,
is,
sure.
um, well, I wanted to ask this to Forsaken, but I am going to ask this to you because you are
Sure.
also the one that did the comps. When is Forsaken going to use Gecko? And it's the only
It's a bit.
agent. It's the only agent that
He
he
hasn't
has
done
not
mix.
used yet.
Mix. He hasn't done mix as well. I
Mixes.
mean, stage two we will try, but I will tell you that it's very hard to put Gecko into any comp right now. We've tried very hard. It doesn't work. Like sometimes we need a break from our usual practice, so we try a Gecko com, a mix com here and there, see if it's nice. But then we always lose. So I'm just saying it's a bit hard. He will complete it one day. I don't know when, but we'll find a way to make sure that he has every agent play. And then after that, the next goal will be to have every agent played twice. That kind of thing. We'll just work on it. We'll work on it.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. Thank you so much time for answering the question, and
My pleasure.
thank you your time to being in this interview. No? Thank
My
you,
pleasure. My pleasure.
thank you for the interview, and good luck for your next match.
Thank you.